All right, good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Yes, I'm looking like a Saturday. Coming in from just working out a little while ago, but I did not want to let the weekend pass or let the weekend without addressing Wednesday's class. Also, I had an opportunity to speak with Tamoyo yesterday. I feel like the conversation was extremely productive. And so I'm definitely aware that there was definitely a lot of like frustration and concern with what happened on Wednesday, the video links not working. Equally, I was also sharing the same frustrations and concerns in the moment on Wednesday, so I definitely wanted to address the elephant in the room since wasn't able to fully go into it on Wednesday. Nonetheless, all of the links now, the Canopy links specifically, were removed from Sakai. Again, I wasn't aware that it wasn't working on your end because, as you also saw on Wednesday, I was playing it from my PC, but it wasn't shareable. And for whatever like restrictions they have on the video versus paid accounts, not paid accounts, school access, school no longer having access, all the things that was coming into fruition in the moment with everyone sitting here at the same time. So yeah, I definitely understand like how the frustration can start to rise and the confusion, and then the more aggravation. You're like, okay, I'm just trying to get through this class, learn the material without all of the craziness in the background with Sakai and things like that and links. So those links are not there. I also double checked with the library to make sure that the way how I'm sharing it also allows you to have access, because that is also part of the problem if it's not shared from the Antioch portal. That messes up the links. Okay, voila, got it. I will be the first person to say I'm not tech savvy at all. It's just not in my wheelhouse. So that piece, just wasn't aware. Now I have it. All the links should work, and they are now directly associated with Antioch. So I removed Canopy. I also changed a few additional links that were there just because I wasn't sure if it was going to play on both ends. I wasn't sure if it was going to play on both ends, so I just said, let me just make this as simple as possible. So you may see a YouTube link, or again, you may see the full Psychotherapy Net link that you definitely should have access to. If for some reason something does not work, you can't view it, please just send me a quick email just to say, Rashida, it's not working. It's not working. Yeah, I definitely not going to get upset with anyone. I understand, I'm not, I'm hopefully I'm not even creating that environment within the course where you all feel like you can't let me know something, or if you're like, hey, no, I'd rather, do this, or, this doesn't make sense. Can you go back? Can you review it? Can we talk through it a little bit more? Hopefully I'm, creating an open space where everybody feels like they have shared voice, and so that we can create a commonality around like what we need to get done. This latter half of the semester, as far as like narrative therapy and solution focus, again, just to reiterate, I'm hoping that you're able to see it does have a more formalized structure, as far as like there's just questions that should be asked. Questions are intentional from the therapist, again, to extract a deeper meaning, a deeper understanding of what's happening in the client's world. And then through that process, through the externalizing conversation, again, you're able to help the client now to see the problem per se, and then how they're defining it as something that's outside of their body, outside of their physical being. So it's not being internalized as if they are the person that is bad, or they are the person that is anxiety driven, or whatever the presenting concern is. Anxiety is dispelled, it's outside of them. The problem is outside of them. So I'm hoping that we're starting to definitely see that, especially now also moving into week after next, getting into solution focus. So I definitely just wanted to take a moment to just address Wednesday's class and just to, follow up to say, yep, I had the conversation with Tamoyo, and we talked it through. So hopefully, it's constantly moving. As I have said to Tamoyo, as I have said to this group, that I'm committed to, continue on with the process. I'm going to continue to show up. I'm going to do my level best, again, as the professor of the course. And I also just view myself as a mentor. I'm, always excited. I'm always looking forward to helping upcoming clinicians become well-rounded, well-versed in all of the material as much as humanly possible, enough to carry you into your internships and then into your professional career. So there's various ways to start to implement these theories. There's various ways to be a narrative therapist, various ways to be a solution-focused therapist. More often than not, if you are not a person who is going to be 100% a narrative therapist, you are only going to be using various interventions at different times. It's not going to be all-encompassing. It's not going to happen from minute 2 and 18 seconds, I'm now starting to externalize the problem. Minute 5, I'm now starting to help the client to evaluate the effects of the problem. Minute 6.3, we're moving. It doesn't flow like that in natural conversation. So just always continue to keep that in mind, that all of these models are providing us with a framework, with a map, with an outlook of how the therapeutic process should look, how it tends to progress from moment to moment. Although it's presented as a linear process, it's very much cyclical, if you want to, think of like circular questions. So, that's what I'm referring to. So you're thinking of like circular questioning where you're talking directly to one person, but you're also incorporating the experience of others and getting the person to reflect how that experience translates, what's the effect on the other person, how's the effect of the other person now affecting you. So it's a constant exchange back and forth, and it's also ties back into the root of being a systemic thinker, a systemic therapist. Again, you're always looking at the context and all the moving parts. So we'll talk more about that in the upcoming weeks. Also happy to share that my other class that initially started all the back and forth because of just the conflict and how the courses were set up. That course ends next Wednesday. So for the month of April, I will be able to meet weekly with all of you in the postmodern group. And I'm just hoping to, hopefully that settles things. Hopefully that gives us more of an opportunity to connect and get through the course and finish strong. So I'm committed to finishing strong. And so that part is not going to waver, regardless of some of the things that, technical things that, didn't go well. I'm still committed. I'll continue to say that. My intention is to be able to share the information, help you all take it in, to process it, to learn different ways of how narrative therapy works, different ways of how solution-focused therapy works. And then just what it means to be in that postmodern realm of providing therapeutic services. So I'm hoping that we can continue to move forward. If anybody still needs to talk with me, or if there's anything still left, in regards to like how you're feeling, please reach out to me. I'm here. Again, I'm hoping sincerely that the atmosphere that is created, that is not one that prevents anyone from being able to share or speak up of like how you're feeling. Because you can reach out at any time. I'm not gonna fall out. I'm not gonna, get upset. It's just not even my way of being. So that's just not gonna happen. So I'm just hoping that we can continue to move forward. All of the links should be working. If for some crazy reason it doesn't, you can email me. You can even text me and just say, ma'am, the link is not working. Get it together. Like whatever you need to say. But I'm just really just hoping that, you feel comfortable enough to like, what's happening here. And I will work on it. That's you know, my commitment. Like, okay, that it's not still not working. Let me figure this out. You know, until you know I get it right. And I'm hoping now it is right, because yeah, it would be annoying to me too. So I get it. So I think that's enough about that. I'm gonna let you all go. I'm definitely gonna put myself together for the day. Yeah, but again, I'm just hoping that this levels things out a bit, and hopefully we can continue to move forward during our next class, and enjoy your weekend. All right, take care.